you already have, but things you rent, things you do. If y'all have Netflix and stuff like that, you may not do all that. All right, now, remember on the beginning page, pet supplies and vet exams? That was, what was it, $15 a month, and then $200 a year. So 200 divided by 12 on the pet supplies. So 200 divided by 12 equals 16 plus the 15. So your pet is going to be about $31 a month. But you've got it on the scenario. It's just a part of the scenario. Yeah, put 30. So the pet would be 30. Is anybody here going to be a part of exercise or gym or anything like that? Yeah. All right. On the clubs, how much is the gym membership every month?
$20.
All right. Put it on there.
How much is Planet Fitness? Like $6.
Yeah. So wherever you're going to go.
It's 10 if you don't have like the extra stuff.
Yeah. It all depends. So, all right. Is anybody going to have any newspaper or magazine subscriptions?
No.
No. That a lot of people put no on that one. You can get it all in. Okay. Here's the couple of big ones. Clothing. How much is everybody going to spend on clothes a month? What is your monthly budget for clothes?
$60 a month.
60 a month. And we got 60 here. Anybody else?
300.
300. Then put it down. Whatever your personal budget for clothes a month is.
Who said 400? 500.
Put it on there. All right, put it on there. Whatever your personal budget is. This has nothing to do with anybody else. Whatever yours is. Okay, next one. Hair and nails. Do y'all do your hair and nails every month? If you do.
Every 2 weeks.
If you do it every 2 weeks, then double what you spend. Yeah, so do it every month. Yeah, I get a haircut about every 3 months. So
it's given to me for my work.
All right, so put what you would do on yours. Okay, these next few you may or may not. Does anybody do tithes to church?
Yeah.
If you do, put down what you do. Like I said, that's up to everybody. Okay, the next one. Does anybody want to set aside any money for charity?
Yes.
That's up to you. Put what amount you want to put for charity each month. Okay, if you put it out of your paycheck? Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. All right, so the next one, medical bills and prescriptions. That's not something we really know yet, so we won't worry about those. Who wants to just have a set amount of cash in their pocket every day? Put what you want in there a month. Remember, not daily. How much do you want to have set aside just for pocket cash a month? Yeah, so that's up to you. Now, I take it as whether it's in your pocket or in the bank, cash is cash. It's all in the same place. So you put what you want to have put back as your surplus. Okay, any other things on here that you girls personally do, and guys, do that may not be on here. You don't have to say it. If there's anything you do personally that may not be on here, put it on there. It's up to y'all. Like me, here's my nerdy thing. I'm 32 years old, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I still enjoy playing video games. That's what my computer's for that I built. $1,600. I'm going to make sure it can play games. And some games, my wife gives me a budget. That's how much of a child she knows I am. And she gives me a monthly budget. I can spend about $15 on any kind of certain thing game related. That's what she lets me do. Now the rest of it's about $15. Now if I don't spend 1 month, do you think she takes it from me? No, I get to build it up for the next month. Yeah. So I'm like your cell phone minutes. I just keep going over. So anyway, the rest of it goes to my daughter. So my daughter has a lot more money than I do. So that's one thing I would put on here. Video game subscription. I still enjoy it. Now I'll probably quit here at some point, but I still enjoy doing it. And here's the way my wife puts it. She'll say, I would much rather you be sitting there being a nerd than being out getting in trouble and having an affair. That's what my wife says, and I'm like, absolutely right. So,
you have any video game you want to.
Yeah,
have all of them.
She says, do whatever you want, just don't go getting it. I don't want to see you on the 10 o'clock news. That's what my wife says. And of course, I'm not a big trouble kind of guy. So now, if you're all said and done, add all those totals up. And then put it at the very bottom. If you need a little time on this one, that's fine.
1,745. That's good. This should be interesting.
And this was monthly you spend? Just your everyday stuff?
I mean, 300 for hair.
What for hair?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they come out
daily. So what you do, you pay for a class and learn how to do them yourself. That's what you do. Oh, you have relaxation.
This is what it says at the bottom on that one. And my wife and I notice this every time we get groceries. Many everyday expenses seem minimal. When we're going to the grocery store, $2 for barbecue sauce, $3 for this. What does it do? It adds up. It seems small to start with. I'm like, oh, we're going to be well into good. When it's all said and done, my cart is full, and I'm not even a quarter of the way done yet. All right? Diaper. Of course, we have a child, and she takes everything. But anyway, just to make sure that are these things that you're getting needs versus wants. What is something you need every day to survive or you're not going to survive? Food. Who said something about hair? Air. Okay, air. Yeah, can't breathe no air. That's one of those things. Now, a want is your, like for me, my game stuff. I don't have to have it. You know, it's not an addiction. If my wife said, baby, we got to cut this out, I'll cut it out. I don't have to have it. All right, but if you, like I said, fortunately, praise God, we have the means to be able to do a couple of things, so I do. She lets me. Happy wife, happy life. So if she told me, my hours got cut at my job, my salary went down, what'd be the first thing I'd cut? Things I do. What'd be the second thing I cut? What is the thing that most homes have that just you don't have to have? Cable. Absolutely. Cable. All right? You don't have to have it. That'd be the second thing I cut. The one thing, and this is just us personally, this is just me and my wife. The one thing that my wife says, well, we don't have to do this month. If you don't want to, what do y'all think it is? That's one thing, yeah. But it's something that her and I personally do every month. Date night. Or every 2 weeks. Date night. We haven't had a date night. No, it's tithing. It's tithing. I tell my wife, if we have to cut anything out, it's not going to be tithing. We're going to tithe. It's just the way it is. So my wife, we're going down to the beach this weekend with my mom and dad and my brother and sister-in-law and their kids, and I really want to have this X amount of money to go spend, and we don't have to do tithes. Yes, we do. We're going to do tithes. It's just the way it is. So, we do 10%. And like I said, that's just us personally. I'm not trying to preach. You guys and girls do whatever you like. But that's the one thing. If my wife says, we don't have to do this, yes, we do. We'll cut the cable out before we quit doing that. Okay? It's not something. Now, obviously, tithing, is that something everybody has to do, like a necessity, like air or food or water? No, but it's just what you feel in your heart. So anyway, like I said, going to the store and getting these everyday things seem minimal when it starts, but then it adds up. It's a snowball effect. One thing picks up another. So always pay attention to that. Okay, so what we'll do on the last one, of the 4 little areas that we just went over, home, car, academic, and everyday, put your 4 totals down. Home, car, academic, and everyday, put your 4 grand totals down. $3,445. Okay, so yeah, just see what all your totals come out to.
For the 3 of us.
Like we got the top.
I know. Because I know we used to be very
But here's another way to think about these things. As you guys and girls are adding. Another way to think about it is, remember the scenario, we're only making $10 an hour in 20 hours.
Oh my
gosh. We're only bringing home,
you still,
what, $620 or $600?
I don't even know how I got through daycare. I'm going to tell you that right now.
$680. But we're putting things down that we do now on a daily basis, right?
I was like, she'll know.
So there's going to be some discrepancy. It's going to look funny. Because we're spending as if we spend now, but only making the amount of money that we're making. So just think about it that way. Like if I could change the scenario, I would say, now, but I'll change this. Is it easy for a college student to have a full-time job?
No.
So that's why you're probably going to work 20, 30 hours a week. It's tough to work 40 hours a week. It's tough for me to work 40 hours. Yeah, if you're a student athlete,
they don't even let you work.
You're not allowed to have a job.
Yeah. You cannot take away from anything on the football field, basketball court. So,
it's kind of
I thought you get paid in
if you're a student athlete,
yes,
some colleges don't allow athletes to work when they're not in the
some
session.
athletes, they get a kind of under the table fee, like endorsements, like here.
Now we'll do we'll subtract our take-home pay, which is $680 from then we'll take our total expenses down on the second line. So total take-home pay on the top line, all your expenses on the second line. Does anybody have any money left over?
I got a lot of money negative.
Not any money negative. Now, like I said, this is called a shortfall. Now, it's not a bad thing, because remember, this is just a scenario. It's not real. I remember, and I can go back to when I was at Hollister, minimum wage was, this was 2005, 6, and 7?
It was still $7.25.
Was it $7.25? Okay, whatever it was. I worked about, now I was able to almost work 40 hours a week. The way I had my schedule done, especially in my latter couple of semesters, because I had nearly knocked all the hard bulk things out. So I was just taking 2 or 3 classes each semester, or I could work a good bit. And was I bringing home more than $680 a month? Absolutely. I mean, you bring, you know, because now, the pay on here was more than I made, but I worked a lot more hours, so it may even out when it's all said and done. But going back to this is just me personally, and this is how I would have filled mine out. This is just me. Room and board, the way my dad did it, you know, he took out a mess of student loans, still paying on those things. He's only got one left with about 4 months left. He's almost done. But since I've gotten my job at Army Aviation, every 6 weeks or so, Dad, can I help? Because he pays them. All right, that's just the way it is. And he told me when we were, because I asked him every, like I said, 5, 6 weeks, Dad, can I knock some of the student loans out with you? Can I help in any way? And my dad told me this, and sweetheart of a man. He said, son, I had 2 jobs when you were born. Raise you and make sure you didn't get killed, and send you to college. Amen. That's what Dad told me. He will not let me pay him back. He won't let me. I've offered and offered and offered, and he just won't let me do it. So, room and board, I didn't have anything on that. But here's what he did. I was at UAB for 3 years. Going into my final year, he did this. And it's going to sound wacky to you guys, girls, but this is what he did. Starting like the first semester, he said, every month I want you to pay $7.50 the first month. The second month, $15. He was just multiplying $7.50 each time. The next month, $22.50. The next month, $28, whatever it is, $30. I was just paying him $7.50 added on to himself every month. So when it was all said and done, the highest amount I ever paid him was $160 or something like that. But I mean, he just wanted me to pay just a little bit of it. That's the way he did it. So I didn't really have any of these utilities. I think he paid that, telephone, all that good stuff. Now, the biggest part of my stuff, the car was paid for. I put gas in the car. I did do that. The computer, I don't remember if we had one. The personal items, soaps, groceries, that's the things that, now clothing, how much I worked at Hollister now, remember that. So we had to wear what? A certain thing when we worked, right? We had to wear the Hollister surfer boy, surfer girl clothes.